Hello and welcome! This video is a continuation of our collection series, see, collection, and we're going to do General of Hwasun Valley. I am assuming the H is silent. So this one is a big one. There is 9 books to fill out, there's a lot of stuff to do, and I think I found a strategy that works real nice for you and me. And that is, we're going to continue to put it in a text format and go through and organize it all so it's easy for you to knock it out. As you can see, I've done it by the numbers. The first section we need to do involves the ranch. So everything that is in the ranch, and then Shikatu, and everything we can get from him. And by doing each of these sections, you're going to fill up all the books. Crafting is the next part, and I've organized it by each color: blue, yellow, purple, and so on. I think I said that wrong, but anyway, we got Deco Workshop, Trade Workshop. We also have let me see, what was after that? Merchantry is after that. You manually have to do it, not the family merchantry. And then after that is Camp Resources, things that you should already have because you finished the season character. And then Fishing, which is after that. And Node Management, which is letting you know, oh yeah, I wanted to put in there that it is a manual run. And it's important. You need to do that so you can get up to level 5 so you can do the family merchantry, because that's the requirement, level 5. So yeah. And there it is, Camp Resources, then Fishing, and then Node Management. And I hate to say this, but this collection won't be all complete because it requires the Pearl Shop, and that's real money. So if you're able to do it, that's great. If not, it's okay. Just move on to the next collection and keep going. So without further ado, let's get started with the ranch section of this. Here we go. So first things first is we are going to blow the section up so you can see it on your smartphone. This is a mobile game, so let's just zoom into it. There we go. So as you can see, we need fresh eggs, fresh milk, golden wool, golden butter, and gold egg. I've outlined what animal you need for each one of these. So you need chicken, sheep, guanaco, and a goose. So let's go into our camp from the main menu. Just tap on the camp icon. And I've placed my camp in the top left corner. My camp, oh my gosh. My ranch in the top left corner. So let's, we do need people to be available. So I need workers to get all that stuff. And first things first, if you haven't built your ranch, you go to build. Here it is, level 1 ranch. I already built it, says installation complete. So here it is right here, and I've leveled it up to level 14. It can go higher, but I just don't have the materials yet. And as you can see, the livestock I have in here, I have 4 guanaco, I got like 4 sheep going, and I also have the remainder of it as chickens. Each one takes a slot, meaning 1 slot for a chicken, 2 slots for the sheep, and 3 slots for the guanaco. You know how many slots you have. At the very bottom, I had like 28. So the other thing to show you is how do you put these animals in your ranch? In every town you go to, a livestock vendor. So we're going to the livestock vendor, and I'll explain this ahead of time. You get these papers called writs, and it allows you to place the animal in your ranch. So there it is, a writ for a chicken, a writ for a sheep, and how much it costs silver wise. And I'm in a town that doesn't have the guanaco, but as you get higher and higher into the map, so like not Balenos, but if you get over to like the West Valencias or any of the Valencias, and you go into one of those towns, so if, like, you know, Veterans Canyon, Rock Outpost, they'll sell at the livestock vendor the guanaco. So as you make your way through the storyline and season character, you will get those writs available to you. So once you're at your ranch, you tap on Manage Ranch and you tap on Place Livestock, and you can see the writs that are here. I have like 100 of each, so you just simply tap Place, but I have all of my animals in there and I'm maxed out. You can also look at how long it takes, how many slots, and how long until they produce food for you. So the reason why we're showing you all this is because the chicken, when you go to harvest, will give you fresh eggs and golden eggs. And the guanaco, see, when you go to harvest that, will give you golden butter. And there's the sheep when you go to collect. Now, butchering is just for raw meat, so you want to leave these animals in here and just collect. That's very important. So don't butcher your animals unless it is the last resort. Alright, let's get back to it. So what it shows here is I am able to butcher the chickens and I put them back in, so it's like 8 hours I need to wait until I can collect. Look at the sheep, 47 hours? Good heavens. So here we go. Let's go ahead and zoom in on this. So once again, for chickens, when that collect button shows up after 8 hours, I'll be looking to collect fresh eggs and golden eggs. And it does appear the golden eggs every now and then, but you will get it. The sheep right here and the guanaco. So you would get those things as well. This is also important to look at the details. The guanaco gives fresh milk times 3. The sheep is fresh milk times 2 to 3, as well as the raw meat, and the chicken is fresh eggs. I know it doesn't say golden eggs and golden wool and all that, but they do produce it. It's just rare. So one more thing is that the fresh milk can come from the sheep or the guanaco. So if you have all three of them in your ranch, it's just better to knock this section out of the collection, and it will take time. There's just no way to speed it up. Okay, so that is, oh, I should explain about the goose. So it's like this, you can't buy the goose or get the goose. The only way that you do is from Pearl Abyss. They give it as an item that you acquire, and when you get it, then it gives you the golden eggs and you can complete the quest. So just be patient and know that when you see the goose, you put it in your ranch so you can get your golden egg. Alright, let's move on to the next section. And that is, we're going to tackle Shakatu and crafting. It is pretty long and big, so let's scroll up, and there it is. Not as big as crafting, but let's go ahead and take a moment to zoom in and show you what we got. So as you can see, let's go ahead and zoom in here. When we're at Shakatu, we need to get blue armor. We need 2 types of helmets, just 1 each, Rokaba and Talus. And then we need to do purple armor. We need 3 Shamir things. Actually, I take that back. You need 2, 2, and 1. Yellow armor, it's 2 types, Dobart and Talus. So it looks like Talus is a complete set, Dobart is almost. And orange armor, Ultimate Kalis, looks like a complete set, so we'll go for that. And now that you know the game plan, let's go ahead and get over to Shakatu. We'll start with the blue armor first, of course. And let's move this aside so I can read it and know what I'm talking about. So you go to the menu, top right, and here is Shakatu right there. And you want to go to gold coin goods. So let's go ahead and get the helms that we need. And we're looking for Rokaba and Talus. Oops, I forgot to auto-absorb and update that. You could turn it off if you want, but ultimately we need blue. So yeah, let's just leave it all off. That's fine. I mean, you could have got the green in there, because you don't need green. And it would go to a black spirit anyway. So look at that. We got Rokaba and we got Talus. So that part of the blue armor is done. And you're also going to see me clean up the inventory so that we can have more space for a lot more things. Ah, geez. Let's get away from this camp member. There we go. Alright, back we go. So back into, let's see, we'll go to the dark spirit, dark energy, and we're just going to feed the black spirit everything except for those 2 items. So there's the Rokaba. Okay, yep, it's good. Very nice. So we got our 2 helms, so we'll just leave them in there. And this might get a little confusing, so if you feel the need to add to the collection as you do it, that might be wise compared to what I'm doing. So we're moving on to the purple armor, which let's go to shop tier 2, and we need Shamir armor. Oh, look at that. You talk it into existence. First thing, nice. So we are going to need the yellow and the orange, so we'll just keep that around. But for now, we got the purple armor, we got the Shamir armor, so now we need a helmet and gloves. So let's see, we'll go to the gloves. Shamir gloves, come on. And nope, not this time. So we gotta make sure we get rid of those purple gloves. So we need to buy again, and we'll hope to get it again. Yeah, looks like we got the ultimate Dobart gloves. So we're getting other things, but we're just trying to focus on the purple right now. Hey, look at that. Shamir gloves, we got them. Okay, so now we just need the helm, and the purple section will be completed. And I truly hope this is easier for you. It certainly was for me to know everything we needed to get. Oh, nice. Look at that Shamir helmet. So the purple section is done, but we gotta clean it up. Because, yeah, look, we got a lot of stuff. So we ultimately will need to go to the black spirit, and let's go ahead and feed him. By the way, you're doing multiple things at the same time. Let me explain. You're getting the armor that you need, you're feeding your black spirit is giving you material that you need for enhancements and upgrades and so on and so forth. So, and last but not least, you're completing your collection. So it's everything that you do in this game has a purpose, and if you do it knocking out all the steps you possibly can, you'll just help yourself to get what you need. So what I'm doing is I'm setting myself up really good for the next collection to have materials to do things, or the next video to have those materials to enhance or do what I need to do. So we're trying to make space here, and now that the purple is done, we're gonna go back and focus on the yellow armor. So we're starting with ultimate Dobart helmet. Oh gosh, look, it's the very first one. Outstanding. Oh shoot, I made a mistake. We needed 2 Shamir helmets and 2 Shamir armors. I think we got it. Yep, I think we're good. So we should go back to the black spirit and clean that up. So we got 1 Shamir gloves, 2 helms, and 2 Shamir armors. So 1 can go away, and that goes away. There we go. Clean. So the blue and the purple is taken care of. Now we could turn our attention to the yellow. And let's bring our list back so that we're not lost. So we're on yellow, ultimate Dobart helmet. So out of all this yellow that we have, let's find out which one is Dobart. So I'm looking at the list on my other monitor, And Rokaba we don't need. And there's Dobart right there, so we just need to make sure we have one. And we don't need... Oh, we do need Talus. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I erased it. And we'll get it. We'll get it again. That's fine. You go back and you view the video of your actions and realize, oh man, I goofed. So there's a Dobart helm. We're just focusing on Dobart stuff right now. And so there's the one. And we need Dobart. We have the gloves and the helm. We need the armor. So, and we don't need that stuff. Let's see which one is. So we got that. We got the helm. And there's Talus. We need Talus. And we don't need that. And there it is. There's Dobart armor. Okay, we just need one of them, so the rest can go. And I believe that's Talus right there. Yep. But I erased it all. Oh man, what a bummer. And I somehow mentally said we're holding on to the orange. So we have all three ultimate Dobart pieces that we need, which is great. So now I can focus on the Talus yellow armor. I'm laughing because, man, I could have saved myself some time. Like I said, if you have a easier way to do this for yourself, probably just mass buy, mass apply, and just keep going. You could do that too. So let's go back to Shikatu and get ourselves the yellow Talus armor. It looks like it's full set. Helm, armor, gloves, and shoes. So let's see. There we go. Move that over. Okay. Starting with the helm. And we're on shop tier 2. So Talus helmet. There it is. It looks like the armor has a red stripe for Talus to know, have it stand out. So we got that. Now for the armor. And nope, I don't see any red stripe. We need to buy again. And nope, not that time. Wow. See, it's not streamer luck all the time. Hey, look at that. There's Talus. Has the red stripe. Okay, so we got the armor, so now we can move on to gloves and shoes. And there's the gloves. Do we have it? Talus. Nope, not yet. Ooh, nice. Another orange. Talus. Ah, there it is. Ultimate Talus gloves. Okay, and now for the shoes. Perfect. And Dobart. It looks like a lot of Dobarts coming out. Let's try it again. And even if you're thinking, oh my god, this is such a waste, it isn't. Because we're giving the Black Spirit all the leftovers, and we're giving ourselves more material. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. The material that we use to spawn all that gear in, I actually didn't farm. That's how much we got by the end of season character. So it really paid off. Now, because I didn't focus on leaving it on the yellow, I have to go back and clean up the purple and make sure I don't remove the Shamir armor, gloves, and helm that I need. So I'm going through to just make sure. So we needed 2 of those. Okay. And now I ran out of slots. There we go. Absorb. And 2 of those. So we can go back. And then we can look at the rest of it. Don't mind me. Just a little confused. But we're getting back on track. Here we go. Okay. Purple is good. Alright. Yes. Yes. Alright. Now back to yellow. So we got That, okay. Alright, so blue's good, purple's good. Now, shoot. Shoes, I need talus shoes, and Dobart doesn't have it. It's just helm, gloves, and armor. So I see the talus shoes right there. I'm looking at the list and going, okay, I can do this. Okay, there's the talus that I need. So I need to uncheck that. I'm sorry, this seems like torture. I know you'll probably have a better way of doing this. So the gloves, we need Dobart gloves and talus gloves. So there we go with the Dobart. And I think that's talus. Yep. Uncheck that. Thank you very much. And the rest should be good. We don't need those. We don't need Grunil. Okay, so we'll get that done. So now for the helm, we need a Dobart helm. And I already see the talus helm because of the red stripe. So there we go. One Dobart, one talus. And the last helm could go away because we don't really need it. And there we go. Yeah. Now, for the armor, we need Dobart armor and talus armor. So there's Dobart right there. Okay. So one of that. There's a talus, so we'll leave that alone. Uncheck it. And the rest can go away. Perfect. As soon as I open up slots. There we go. Alright. Now, is that everything? Got the Dobart. And got the talus. So, talus, shoes, gloves, helm, armor. I think that's everything. It was 7 items? 3, 6, 7. Yeah. Yeah, we have everything in yellow. So we're good. Now we can move on to the orange, which is Ultimate Kalis, helm, armor, gloves, and shoes. So it's a complete set of armor. Let's see, this is where we were. Got all of that. And now for this. Okay. Yeah, I really thought that I would do this a little smoother, but I now know that if you're going for a specific color type and you're good with blue and purple, just have the blue and purple absorb to the black spirit, and you won't have to reorganize it like I just did. Oops. Alright. And so we have the Kalis helm and the armor, so we need gloves and shoes. And then that will be completed. Nope. Okay, so let's go back out. This time I think we can do tier 3. Let's see. Do I stick on tier 2? No, I went to tier 3 because tier 3 is more materials needed, but it will give you oranges. Nothing but oranges. And it takes a while for them to spawn in. Ultimate Kalis gloves and shoes. Nice. I see the gloves. So we're done with that. Alright, so we'll get out of there. Yeah, they gave us a couple. And then shoes. Having it appear is just such a grand thing. Watching it 10 times. Let's see, do we at least have it? Ultimate Kalis shoes? Yes, we do. So we are done here. And at this point, it probably would have been wise just to go straight to the collection, add it, and then melt down the leftover stuff from to the Black Spirit. So let's see what I did. I confirmed that I had it. And crafting is going to be so huge. There's so much they need. So dark energy. I think I took the hard route. And we're just going to look for the Kayla shoes. There it is. We're just continuing to go so we can get rid of all the other stuff. And wow, look at all that material. This is going to be good when it comes time to enchant. There's the gloves, so hold on to that. And there's the helm and the armor. Yep. And yep. So let's just go ahead and absorb energy. And there's everything we need for the collection. Now keep in mind that I may have already placed some of these armor pieces into the collection on accident. So it's okay. I'm showing you how to get it and how we apply it. So now the collection is there. General Hwasun Valley. And there it is, auto register. And we now know that that is done. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and move on to crafting. Here we go. So let's zoom in and show you everything we need for crafting. It's a lot. So we organized it under the tier of colors. So blue accessories. We need Tyrion everything. Ring, necklace, earrings, belt, and bracelet. We need York Vin everything. Ring, necklace, earrings, belt, and bracelet. We also need Hearse everything. Ring, necklace, earrings, belt, and bracelet. And all of those were ×1. And now we're into purple accessories. We need Bill Nod everything. Ring, necklace, earrings, belt, and bracelet. For yellow accessories, it's kind of weird. The first level is different names. So Manos, ruby ring, Scarla necklace, red coral earrings, elite Rudum belt. But Nert has ring, necklace, earrings, and belt. And special trade goods, I will go into detail on how you get that. So do not worry. And that is everything. Let's get started. So here we are, and we have our list over here, so I can move it over to the other side. And we will start with the blue accessories first. Let's see, Tyrion, and honestly, there's 5 things to make a complete set of blue, yellow, or whatnot. So when you see 5, that's one of everything. So that's why I keep saying that. So we come over here to craft, and then we go to gear, and then accessories, and then magic to mystical accessory. And you want these ones, not the lucky accessory. You want the accessory selection chest. And you remember all that stuff we burned, the armor and all that? And well, it didn't contribute to this, but it's an example of having the materials. So we need 15 to do all the blue. So there we go. We have what we need. So now we can go back and just start selecting it. So there it is in your inventory. So tap on it, tap use, and let's just do it by the numbers. We need Tyrion, so there's our list. And Tyrion is the, I hope I'm saying that right, is the first one. There we go. And I'm sorry for everyone seeing me scroll slow or fast. So there's the necklace. And then you hit minimum, because you just need 1. And confirm. And then use. And I'm using, ultimately I'm using my mouse wheel now. So we need the earrings. There it is. Minimum, confirm, confirm. There we go. Scrolling even faster. I kind of wish this part was easier. You know, like they just, had it so you didn't have to scroll down a long list. But it's working. It's fine. You can get to what you need. Just have patience. And there it is. Tyrion bracelet. And that was it. So that set is now complete. So we're done. We're going to move on to Yorkvin. And that is towards the bottom of the... Yep, there it is. It's the last one. So it's going to be the last one in every set. So when I go on to the necklaces, it'll be the last necklace you get to choose. There it is. Minimum. Okay, got that. So yes, this is the process of how you're getting all the blue accessories. In some cases, it will take time and patience. Boy, wait till I get to fishing. But this is what I'm doing so I can get and make sure that I get each one. If you did that lucky, the other thing you could have selected in craft, it would give you a random amount of blues. So you literally could come out of it with not what you need, but a lot of what you don't need. And you just wasted materials. That's why I'm humbly saying to do it this way, so you know that you're getting what you need. So we're moved on to the hearse section. And we're at what necklace? Hearse necklace. Yep. Hearse. That's weird. That's a weird name. Now we need the earrings, so we're almost done. There we go. And there it is. Okay, and we need the belt and the bracelet, and we're done. So we're just gonna scroll down. There it is. Minimum. And if you accidentally choose maximum, well, you just go back and craft more selection for blue accessories, and you'll be fine. If you wasted the material, I'm so sorry. So now we have everything in blue. It's done. There it is. It might be wise to add it to our collection. We're not gonna save it up and do it all in one shot. No, we're doing it tier color section by section. And there we go. Nice. And again, it is possible that there are some things that already have been there because I accidentally added it, but showing you what to do and how you can fill up your collection is the purpose of this video. So now we're moving on to the purple accessories. And just bear with me. And when we get to special trade goods, oh my gosh, that is gonna be something. So off we go to the craft section again. In gear, accessories, magic mystical accessories, and unique accessory selection chest. There's the purple. And we want to auto craft. How many of this we need? We need 5. Yep. And they're all Bill Nod purple accessories. So this will be easy. So we just get away from this guy. I tell you, those camp people are kind of handsy. Alright. So there it is. In your inventory. There. Select use. We're looking for Bill Nod. I hope I'm saying that right. And there it is. There's the ring. So we'll just keep going down. Just like we did previously with the other color, blue. So there's the necklace. Okay, that's done. Moving on. And let's see. Earrings. Do I see it? Did I pass it? There it is. Okay. And now for the belt. Yeah, this would have been really crazy if I went book by book and went all over the place and craft this and go into camp that. And I mean, that's how I started out these collection videos. But as you can see, as we're moving along and it's evolving, we're just trying to be more efficient. And the most efficient is just getting a whole bunch of everything and just throwing it at your collection and seeing what else you need. So the purple accessories are now done. So let's go into our collection, and it's selected, auto register. Nice. And there it is. That is taken care of. So let's move on, bring up our list. So now we're on to the yellow accessories. It looks like we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of them, and it's all NERT. Almost. There's 4 NERT items and 4 items that have individual names. So we're gonna, we'll do our best. I wanted to start with NERT. I think that was probably the easiest. So we go to craft, accessory, magic to mystical, and this stops at yellow. So orange and red and all of that is a different method of getting it. So and that is for another video, I guarantee you. And there we go. So let's, we started off with NERT. It's just easier. So we got the ring. Now we're gonna get the necklace, earrings, and belt. Okay, there's the necklace. It's so weird. They got like name sets for all this stuff, and then this yellow, it's like they just went off on a different idea. You know, hey, let's call it Manos. Hey, let's call it Scarla. How about red coral? Yeah. You know, it's just really weird. But it's what they want, so we'll give it to them. We want to finish this collection. So here we go. Let's start off with the Manos red ruby ring. And there it is. Just need one. Thank goodness we just need one of these things. Okay, next one is the Scarlet necklace. As you can see, I'm like, the what? And there we go. Okay, that's taken care of. Now for the red coral earrings. And I truly hope this method works for you. I know that it might be a little tough seeing the font on a cell phone, but when I come to what I need and I just pause, you can see that. I know you can see that on your phone. So we just need the Elite Rudum belt. So like right here, you can see this. It's like, oh, okay, I need that. All right, perfect. The yellow accessories are now done. So we flew through that pretty easy. Special trade goods. Oh boy, that's a lot to explain. You'd be like, what? To the what? To the what? Alright. And now that that's set, here we go. Let's start explaining. So there's 2 ways to get your hands on crystals, and this is one of the ways. There's a crystal vendor in every town. So we come to her or to the vendor, and you open up their shop, and through stamina, you literally buy everything. So you want to purchase all, and you can do it 5 times, and the shop updates, I think it looks like every hour. I don't know if it gives you 1 update every hour or all 5, but the goal is that every day you want to come to this vendor and buy out all their crystals. Here's where all the stamina is, so refreshing it is kind of steep. You know, it's like 60, so I think we just make it with 300 stamina. So this is one of the ways to get your hands on crystals, and you would then take them to melt them into a higher tier of crystals. So you need a lot of materials. And again, I'm trying to fast track and point you in the direction of how you can finish this crystal objective for the collection. So that's why I'm buying everything out, and I will show you the next process. So can't do anything. I have to wait till tomorrow or maybe an hour and see if I could continue buying from there. So what you would do then is just go into your inventory, and you would access the crystals. That's the icon right there, and just tap on any crystal, and you want to fuse crystals. So it'll take you into the black spirit, and if you're not sure how to get there from the black spirit, let me see, I think I do show you how to do that. Yeah, let me go out. You go menu, black spirit, and then on the right hand side, equip fuse crystal, tap on that, and you're there. You tap on fuse crystal, and now you're there. So you essentially want an orange crystal, but you gotta auto fuse all of these to get a higher tier. With auto fusion, you want to make sure it's on mystical, because that's the goal. So you confirm, and you'll see on the left hand side I have 26 normal crystals, 12 magic, 2 rare, and 1 unique. So you're trying to get those. You want all of that work to keep fusing. This is one way you can do it, to get the rolling crystal decoration and work towards the rolling crystal decoration set. This is not something that could be done in one day. You have to work at it. So I'll just do the best that I can to show you the 2 methods on how this is done. Let me go back over to material and special trade goods, and there it is. So you just need 1 orange crystal for that and 3 orange crystals for this. It's not a hard ask. The second way that I show you how to get crystals probably would be better, but again, you just got to keep at it. So, and that is through merchantry. This is the manual run of merchantry. So what we're going to do is go back to our camp, which is where we're at right now, and let's go and start up a merchantry run. It's through trading post and then merchantry. You need to make sure you have your 4 escorts and your horse and your wagon all hooked up. You got daily food supply and food capacity, and you're ready to begin. So if you don't know, I have merchantry videos on how to get that all set up. So once you're in, you start off in whatever town you're at. I left off here at Delph Outpost. Oh, cool. You can, when you see blue things on the top right corner that's lit up, it means you completed quests within merchantry. So now that you're here, allow me to explain. You want to exit the town, and then you want to zoom out and look at the map of where you can go. See, it says camp map. You see these little pins that are colored differently? Bottom left corner is the legend, normal, rare, and unique, and all of that. The goal is, if you don't care and you want to grow and strengthen your guys, your merchantry team, you do all of them. But if you're specifically trying to knock this collection out, you go for these things that are fighting icons. So here's an example. I passed that one up. That was a mistake. Here's an example of where my team is fighting harpies. It's 4 versus 3. I got lucky. And you want this, a sealed treasure chest. So you want to keep fighting all the fight icons around the map to get sealed treasure chests. Once you do, you go back to town once you're done out of merchantry, and you go to this person, which is Trader Matthias, not Laffy, it's Matthias, the trader. So you go over here, you take your sealed treasure chest, and you have it appraised. So you tap on that, and there it is. You appraise all, and through this action, I know I didn't show it, but through this action, you can get this item right here, which is Mystical Crystal Chest. So this is 2 ways you can get crystals, is through merchantry, fighting and getting your team to be stronger, and the other way is buying it from the crystal vendor. So what I'm showing here is I have my 2. I'm trying to decide, it's 3 for the set, 1 for the crystal decoration. I'm going to go with the one that will help me with my collection. So you tap on it, tap register, and tap craft. And there it is. So I need to work more in merchantry to get more things appraised after fights and finish getting orange crystals. Now we're going to talk about the other one, which is the rolling lightstone decoration and the rolling lightstone decoration set. These are not so hard to get and to complete. The crystal one is the toughest one. So as you can see from the list, we just need one of each. However, the set requires 3 orange lightstones. So this is how it works. You come over here to the pearl shop. Sorry, let me go back. You come here to the pearl shop, you scroll down to where it says special shop, and this is where you get a free lightstone every day and a free relic. You know, just we're collecting it because it's there. So you get the free lightstone, and you can see that I have lightstone fragments 2,750, and you see the fragments are right there on the right hand side, but I'm looking in my inventory to see if I have anything else that is lightstone based that I can use to speed this through. I thought the red one would help maybe break it down, but that's not possible. So let's just go ahead and cut to the ways you can get lightstones. Actually, I should have just said the way, and that is through expedition. So you want to come over here and tap on expedition and go to ruins. Then you do ancient ruins. It shows that there's a lightstone chest here. So, and these are all the rewards. So why am I here? Because what you need is here and it's just not shown. You want to stick to difficulty level 1 because look, I have over 558,000 fragments and it takes 10,000 fragments to do a run at maximum multiplier. So here is where you want to be for lightstones. So, and you're helping build up your ancient ruins level for him and the knowledge. All of it ties together. So I'm saving you from the fact that I did a lot of runs, like probably 10 runs. So I didn't want you to sit through that. So you'll see that I'm going up in CP and health. I'm raising my character's CP level. I'm getting lightstone fragments to my surprise. And when I got enough, I come back to Pearl Shop, lightstones. I have 32,311. So I was like, okay, great. The tiers, tier 1, 2, and 3. This is if you have a really big amount. You can do tier 1 if you don't, tier 2, which is what I'll do, and tier 3, oh my, 10,000 a pop? No, tier 2 is where I want to be, because I kind of want to show, you know, just to see it go. And before I tap on autofill, you want to go not into Black Spirit. I gotta go back out. You want to go and scroll back to Special Shop, Lightstones. You want to go to Holy Vial of Light, tap on it, and uncheck Mystical. You want an orange Lightstone, so don't feed it to the Black Spirit. Everything else is fine, so save, and now we're ready. So tap on Autofill, confirm, and there's the show. It went really fast. It blew through 30,000 plus Lightstone materials, just like that. And I got 2 orange lightstones. This is great. I need to do more Expedition Ruins runs. A lot more. So I'm showing you that I went through it and I'm done. We sped through time. So now, look, I have 79,000 of it. I did, like I said, 5 to 10 more runs. So I could do tier 3, but I like tier 2 better. This is my lane. And it's not going to eat up my orange, so we're good. Let's do it. Here we go. This is the show I was talking about. It's like, ooh, hey, do I get it? Do I get it? And I did. So this one is not too hard because you know what to do and you can do it now. So I have 5 orange lightstones. Now we can finish the collection that it asked for. So let's go back to craft and material and special trade. So rolling lightstone decoration, it just needs one. So we'll go ahead and you tap on that area, brings up a window, you tap on one of them and you register it. So you tap there and then tap craft, and now you'll get that item that you need. And by the way, these things help boost your experience in merchantry. When you do a manual run, you give it to the wandering merchant and your experience skyrockets. So now we're putting in the 3 that we need for the set. Confirm, and congratulations. Now you have the lightstone part done. You can work on the crystal one. You know, pray to the RNG people that it happens. It will. You just need to be persistent. So now we can go back to collection and auto register. And goodbye. It's not been a pleasure. Just teasing. So, moving on. And next up is the Deco Workshop. So let's bring our list over here and let's go to, there it is. So we need alchemy chest, black crystal chest, and haystack times 10. And we can do this. It is possible. So let's go ahead. You want to be in your camp and away from that guy. So there's the deco shop, and you tap on craft decorations. So alchemy chest and black crystal chest. Where would the alchemy chest be? There's haystack. Okay, we should do that. And again, these things to craft take the 3 materials that you farm in your camp. So log, wild grass, and rock or boulder. I think I said that right. So you select all of them. I need 10. So I think the maximum is, what was that, 5? 3? Yeah. So I need to do this 2 times. Thank goodness the deco shop does and crafts things fast. So we can now come down to where it says workers and task complete, uncheck, send worker again, task complete. There we go, and repeat the process. Craft decorations, decoration, haystack all the way at the bottom, craft, select all, and start. And you'll see the resources on the left hand side. I have enough for logs. It's a decent amount. You get more through Node Manager. So if I was working on this account every day, Node Manager, I'd have a lot of people getting me logs, because that's kind of sad. You know, you can see I have a lot of rock and boulder compared to everything else. So we got the 10 that we needed. You always encourage all and greet all after doing a crafting session, so your campers can, or camp workers can, campers can stay up in high morale and spirit. So let's see, we now need black crystal chest and alchemy chest. There it is, decoration. So we're repeating the process again. This one takes logs. So start, have 5 of this, and then we'll do it again and again. And you will have the Deco Workshop section of this knocked out. While they work, might as well get more free loot. Like this. And ooh, hey, look at that. Oh my gosh. Is that a crystal set? Ah, rolling crystal. Oh my. There it is. How did I miss that? The third way you can get a rolling crystal decoration set is through your tasks. So take a look at the weekly tasks as well as the daily tasks and see if you can get a rolling crystal decoration set, which is a lot easier and accomplish the goal that much faster. Oh my gosh, I'm kicking myself now. I just put you guys through the mud trying to say, well, every day collect crystals, and it was right there in your weekly tasks. So figure out which one that is and get it and save yourself a lot of time. In the meantime, while my guys are crafting these things, I'm just, ooh, nice, camp growth chest. We want that, materials, very nice. In the meantime, you can optimize and keep the inventory of your character a lot cleaner. And look at that, we fixed our log issue. And moving on, I think we're on black crystal chest now. There it is. And that takes logs. And there we go. This game is amazing. How you get things and understanding the secret to this game, which is when you go to get something, anything in this game, you're going up against a percentage. That percentage might be 0.001 or whatever. The more opportunity of tries that you have, the higher success you'll give yourself. So that, and learning where you can get all the materials you need, all the different ways you can get those materials, is so critical to succeeding in this game. That's what I'm trying to do, is show you all the ways you can get stuff. So let's move on and see what else we can do with our inventory. Gosh, what a mess. I really need to clean that up. I think I do by the end of the video, and it's a lot shorter. I think at the start of the video I showed that it was a lot shorter, but this part, it's a bit messy. Oh hey, there's where the eggs are. Okay, cool. So our guys are done. So tap on workers, task complete, and there it is. I think we need it one more time. Think so. I think I was also trying to find it, and I realized later on that the reason I can't find it is because it's here. It's an object you put in your camp as a decoration, so it wouldn't be in your inventory. It would be in the decoration section, but you don't want to use it. No, it's for your collection. Hands off. Don't use it. Once it's in your collection, then you can feel free to craft whatever you like and decorate your camp however you like. But you'll just kick yourself if you place it down and wonder, I had 5 of these. So these guys are, so there it is right there. There's that and the others. So they're going, they're done. All right, nice. All right, so Deco Workshop is now completed. We have everything we need, didn't we? Oh, I guess I needed 5 more. I guess I was wrong. Black crystal chest, I need 5 more of those. Easy. It's like 10 seconds. It's almost over. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And you can see that I have a lot of workers waiting, like 24 of them. Maybe having 5 or 10 on standby might help you when you're doing collections. So let's go ahead and add this in. And congratulations, we're ready to move on to the next part. Here we go. And it is now time for the trade workshop. So that's where we're at, number 5. And we need polished stone, decorative steel sword, pure powder reagent, and standardized timber square. We need 5 of each. So not a problem. We'll just move the list over here so I have it. And we'll come over here to our trade workshop. And again, these guys don't make things as fast as the Deco Workshop. So let's see, polished stone, there it is. Wow, look at that. 3 of the things we need is right there. So once again, it takes the 3 materials. And if you need more, you should do Node Manager. I got lots of videos about it. It's just how you get a lot more materials quicker. So we're gonna have him make 5, so he's off and running. So this time with Deco Workshop they're fast, but it's 1 per, whereas Trade Workshop you send them in 1 guy to get you a certain quantity. So we'll do the decorative steel sword next, and I think the other stuff was together, so 5 of that. Notice the food, notice the silver, and the resources. I always tell people, always make sure your food supply is strong, because most everything you craft and do in this game requires food. And if you're wondering, well, how do I do that? It's through Node Manager. Go into Node Manager with your people, open pathways to all the fish, have people in your camp fish for a week or so and bring in massive amounts of food for you. And I have videos and even a YouTube short on food and what you want to do as a last resort, which is butchering the animals for food to do something. You know, like I just need my food supply. What can I do? Butchering your animals is the last resort. So looking at our stamina, 123. It's not so bad. Let's see if we can speed this up. I mean, some of them were like 10 minutes until they were done. We're not going to wait that long. I was looking to see if I had any stamina potions, and we don't. So we'll tap on this guy, complete. Oh, it's only 6. Yeah, I have over 100 stamina, and that's already done. It was like 1 second. So you're done. You're done. And where are we at with you? That's 6 seconds? Yeah. Oh, easy. No need to waste stamina. We'll just wait a few seconds, and you're done. Perfect. And there it is. Go to our collection and auto register, and all of our work done. Congratulations. Trade workshop section is done. Let's move on. And now we're moving on to merchantry. So you want to make sure that you understand how to get in and how it works. You want to set up your 4 escorts, have enough food capacity, your horse is connected, and you're basically ready to go. If not, I do have videos about merchantry you can fall back on and watch. But you tap on begin merchantry. So for the collection, you need to go to 2 locations. The first one is in Balanos, and it's the city of Velia. This is, I believe, the starting location when you first start merchantry. So when you're here and you go to the merchant and you tap on the area for trade, so right here, the trade shop, look at that. Ominous rock fragment and ominous black mercury. These are the 2 out of the 3 things that we need. We need 10 of them, so they're in Balanos. The other location is over in Neutral Border Zone and the city of Delph Outpost. That's why I was there. It was to get to that city and that location. And we're going to cancel the Wandering Merchant. But when you make your way to Neutral Border Zone and the only city that's there, which is the Delph Outpost, and you see the trade goods there, you'll find the 3rd object that you need, or 3rd item. So here it is, and there it is, relic remnants. So make sure you buy food along the way so you can extend your journey to this city, but that will do it. And I spoke too soon. You need to know how to get those items out of merchantry. So when you go in, there they are. You need to go and tap trade goods at the bottom left corner, and then tap again, unload all. Then that puts it into your inventory when you exit. So when you go here and you look down, there they are, all 3 of those items. And now you can go to your collection and add it to your collection. So I believe that's what we're doing now. There it is. Now I will add that I already have added it to the collection, so we're just going to move on to the next section, which is camp resources. Here we go. Now you should have the materials to add this already, but in case you don't, let's show you how to get it. It is 4,000, and you should have gotten a lot of camp resources along the way in your season character journey, even just simply doing daily quests and weekly quests, which also gives camp resources. See, I easily have, well, except for logs, I easily can put all of it in. and into the collection and finish that part out, which I already have. That's why it's already there. It was a mistake. So let's show you how to get those resources faster. And you already know the answer. It is through node management. So you go to gather and farm, and there's node management. You need to make sure that you have enough camp workers to be able to commit to node management, and available too. They need to be available. So as you can see on this map, I have all the fishing locations getting me food, but for this we tap on something we've already unlocked, and we have 16 contribution points to spend. You might be like, what? What is that? How did you get it? And what are you talking about? You need contribution points in Node Manager and to hire camp workers and to increase the investment in a node. Meaning it goes up to level 10. So if you have a level 10 node, the amount of materials you're going to get back after a week or during the week is going to be far greater than if you're at level 1. So it's important that you do the quests inside your camp. The people with the green icon over their head, you do what they say, you get contribution points or experience to level up and get contribution points, and then you use them here. So I'm going to invest contribution points that I have to boost this from level 1 as high as I can go. It looks like I did make it to level 10, and you can see that the amount of logs that I get back is far greater than level 1. So I'll just manage task, choose someone who's available, and then you need a lot of food. That's why we did food first. And so you want to assign him to get 99. So you tap on this, hit max, 99, confirm, 20,420 food, 9 days to complete. You will be able to collect resources throughout the week. That's the green button on the left hand side where it says collect all resources. But in the meantime, that person is tasked. For 9 days, they will pull in a heck of a lot of log resources for you. And so we can do the same thing here. We can use up the rest of our contribution points. It only got to level 4. That's fine. That's fine. So, and then we find someone to manage the tasks. There we go. And they're getting us logs. So we got 2 nodes that are pulling in log resources for us. At maximum, it's another 20,420. And we hit send and off they go. So like I said, tomorrow when you wake up and you see that you can tap on collect all resources, you'll start getting in the log resources too. And make sure send all workers again is checked. And as you can see from the fishing, I'm able to replenish the food supply easily. I always choose white carp and then sardine because fresh eggs is something that's in the collection or asked for in the collection. Not this one specifically, or I don't recall. I don't think it is. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Fresh eggs. I need 20 of them. So it's best to not spend it on food and to use it for your collection until you don't need it. So here we are. You can see 4,000 has been applied for all 3 of these, and we got the fish as well, so we can get our reward and get our main reward, which is the DP increase. And that's how it works. So let's move on to the next section. And here we go. It is called fishing. So we'll bring our notepad over, and it looks like we need bitterling, goby minnow, and bleaker. I've taken the liberty of putting the locations of where to find them to fish for them, and I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to scoot that in. There we go. So first things first, let's go to Balanos, Altar of Agrease, and get a bitterling fish. So let's show you where that's at and where you need to go to start fishing. Here we go, Balanos. Tap on the word zone, and there it is, Altar of Agrease. So we're already there, and I'm going to extend the map out. It's already there. I'm already at the lake, so I'm just turning so you can see where I'm at and where you need to be. And once you get up to the water, the fishing pole will come out and allow you to start fishing. If you have no idea how this works, you tap on the fishing pole, your character casts it, you wait, and when the icon for the swimming fish changes to a bobber, a different icon, you tap on it, and then you want to get the circle into the green area. So you tap on the bobber, that's that, and then tap again to stop it. And you want it to stop inside the green area. This means you caught a fish. Now normally there would be something at the top that shows you what fish you caught, and like a notification, but I've done this so long that maybe I messed something up with my notifications. You caught, or I caught, a catfish. So we need a bitterling fish. Its tier is white, not green. Green is actually the next tier up, so that'd be a tier 2. So we keep at it and keep fishing. What this does is it increases your fishing skill, shows you how to fish. See, I leveled up in my fishing, and you're also getting fish that you don't need, which you can apply to your food storage to increase your food supply. It doesn't do it a lot, it doesn't increase it a lot, but every little bit helps, and it gives you a sense of purpose. You know, it's like, hey, what do I do with this extra fish? So that is what I mean by a lot of things you do in this game have various reasons and purposes for it. You're not just being wasteful. Now there is one more thing to say while I'm proving to you that I can get a bitterling fish in this lake, and that is, hey, already did it. Congratulations, I just got the bitterling, so I need 3 of them. So I'll go ahead and say what I was gonna say while I try to get 3, and then the goby minnow and the bleaker, which is in a different location, I'll speed that up a little so you're not sitting there waiting watching me fish. Yeah, it's relaxing when you want to take a break from PvP or grinding or just something that's just really intensive, and you just want to chill and, you know, catch some fish or work on your collections. This is very relaxing, and just throw some music on and enjoy. So if for any chance, ooh, nice, I got 2 of them now, need 1 more. If for any chance you have a budget of real money that you can commit to this game, I'm not encouraging everyone to spend real money. I'm just saying that in the Pearl shop, when you go into outfits, there is an outfit called Splatfisher's something. You look like a fish. You go into the wardrobe, and you put it on and basically apply it, and then you get the bonus of what's called auto fishing. So this means that when it's equipped to your character will auto fish, and you won't have to worry about it ever again playing the fishing game. You could literally just walk away and go watch a movie or do something else, and your character will be fishing non-stop. There's no reason your character would ever stop fishing except for maybe maintenance. So let's take a peek. Oh, look at that. We now have 3 bitterling. So we can now apply it to our collection. I did speed up time a little bit. That was the little glitch you might have saw or caught on to. So let's go ahead and we added it. So now we need to move to the next location. So we'll show you where that's at, which is also in the area of Balanos, and it is the Plains of Agrease. So it's very close. You're like using, this is so weird. It's the same lake. You're just going at it from 2 different sides and 2 different zones. So yeah. And I also did a little bit of editing because I kind of did something silly. But I wanted to keep moving with the video, so the horse disappeared, and here we go. Now we are running to where you need to go, so you can follow along on the mini map to see where I'm at, and I need to go right here on the other side of this same lake. So we're just ignoring all these people. We're super high level. We're like a boss monster to these guys. So just making our way. Let's see, how do I get down there? There's a good spot. And there it is. There's a nice spot. Just move the camera around. Oh, better. That's fine. You'll see the fishing rod will kick in, and there we go. So we get goby minnow and a bleaker. The goby minnow, I believe, is green tiered, and the bleaker is white tiered. So I don't want you to sit here and watch me fish for 6 fishes of total. So we're just gonna say, here's where you need to be. It is there. I did get the fish, but it just takes a while. So we're gonna move on because the video is getting pretty long. Here we go. Now I covered a lot of this in camp resources, so this is kind of a refresher, and that is node management. We need 2 types of fish. It's the ones you've already seen, sardine and white carp. The white carp is what I usually use to fill up my food first, and sardine is usually second. So how do you get them? You need camp workers that are available. You go to gather and you tap on node management, and it is the icons that are glowing. It shows that I've assigned people to fish these spots, and when you tap on the actual icon, it'll show you what kind of fish that they're pulling in. So you go here to manage task, and you see this fish, white carp. This is what we need. We need 150 of that, and we need sardine. There is what we also need. So we need 150 of that. Now you see where it says collect all resources? It's ready for me. 92 out of 626. Make sure send all workers again is checked. Tap on that. Look at that. 400 and 300 plus of sardine. I think I got this. And you can too. So once you get all the fishing spots set up, which is what I try to show you in the season character video series to get you off on the right foot, you're ready. So these things are, I believe, are already in my collection. Yeah, see, auto register is not lit up because I already added it. And that is how you get those 2 fish. Now I'm looking for it. Yeah, see, there's the 3 bitterling right there. And yep, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to move on to the last section, which is a talk about the pearl shop. Are you ready? Here we go. And unfortunately, there are some collections that ask you or require you to spend real world money to complete them. It is unfortunate, but it's okay. These things are not critical for you to gain strength. You actually gain CP in so many various ways that this is just, if you have a budget to commit to it, then it would be nice and you can do it. So when you go to Pearl Shop, Appearance, Dance and Pets, and Ornaments, here is one of the things that they ask you to get. And that is the, let's scroll down, a cool ear cuff. And if you're into this, you can see how it looks on your character. They allow you to zoom in. You can put her hair up if you want, just to see how that would look. But if you're wondering how much is 400 white pearls, we'll get to that. Here's the rabbit headband. It's kind of funny. It's kind of cute. Ugh. Putting the hair up, I don't know if that looks good. It's up to your opinion. So once again, here we go. So 400 for that, 400 for the other. So we're looking at 800. So if we go to purchase, and it brings up the Pearl Shop costs. This is in United States dollars. So if we go over, we need 400. There it is. 410 pearls is $10. So to complete this collection and buy these two things, I need $10 for the headband, the rabbit headband, and $10 for the cool ear cuff. So you're looking at $20 total. So that is up to you, and that completes our collection. So without further ado, let's go to the outro of our video. Here we go. And on behalf of 9th level and myself, Magi, we'd like to say thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the videos on this channel, please like, subscribe, let people know I am always making more videos, and there are always more videos left to do. So once again, thank you very much, and you have a great day. Take care. Bye now.